Bachelorette producers have come under fire as Jen Tran was made to watch her proposal to Devin despite him calling their romance off. Bachelorette Season 21's finale was nothing like any fans expected, with Jen Tran being left alone. It was revealed that Jen did propose to Devin in a never-seen-before Bachelor Nation moment, but he then called it off by text months later. Not only was Jen humiliated here and had to speak to Devin again, but producers then showed the nation the moment she proposed. Fans of the series rushed to Reddit to slam the producers for the awful moment. One wrote, "Why are they doing this to her?" Another echoed, "My heart breaks for Jen. Poor thing." A third said, "They're doing her so dirty." Also showing her watching it on the bottom of the screen. Diabolical. A fourth added, "I would have walked off the stage." A fifth stated, "This is why you never propose to a man." Despite the unhappy ending for Jen, she was able to give Devin her piece on how he has made her feel with his false statements. He said, "When we left the show, I had a lot of doubts and regretfully and sadly, I suppressed those feelings, and I did complain to you about that." Jen continued to call Devin out for how he handled their breakup, which he did over the phone. She claimed he followed fellow Bachelor contestant Maria Jorgas on social media and went to a club with contestant Jeremy shortly after breaking off their engagement. He tried to explain that he regretted telling her he wasn't in it anymore too late, but it wasn't enough. The finale of The Bachelorette Season 21 was supposed to be a celebration, a fairy tale ending for Jen Tran, the charismatic and resilient leading lady who had captured America's hearts. Instead, it descended into chaos, controversy, and heartbreak, leaving fans questioning the ethics of reality television. Jen, who had handled the emotional roller coaster of her season with grace, was blindsided not just by her finalist, Devin Strader, but also by the very producers she trusted to tell her story. What unfolded during the live finale was a dramatic and deeply personal moment, a proposal from Jen to Devin that was used as a tool for sensationalism, leaving fans outraged at the apparent disregard for her dignity. As the episode opened, viewers were promised an unforgettable finale, and the producers delivered, though not in the way fans had hoped. For the first time in Bachelorette history, a female lead had taken the bold step of proposing to her final choice. Jen, a trailblazer throughout her season, decided to break tradition and propose to Devin during the final rose ceremony. It was a moment filled with vulnerability and emotion as Jen got down on one knee, professed her love, and presented Devin with a custom-designed engagement ring. The scene was initially withheld from viewers, presumably to maintain the suspense of the finale. But during the live reunion, producers dropped the bombshell by airing the uncut footage for the first time, showing Jen's heartfelt proposal juxtaposed with her watching it unfold on a split screen. The twist? Devin had accepted the proposal on the show, only to call off their engagement via text message months later. As the footage aired, social media platforms erupted in a storm of outrage. The show's loyal fan base took to Reddit, Twitter, and Instagram to voice their disgust at how Jen had been treated. One Reddit user wrote, "Why are they doing this to her? Jen deserves better. This feels like exploitation, not entertainment." Another echoed the sentiment, saying, "They're doing her so dirty." Also showing her watching it on the bottom of the screen. Diabolical. I can't believe the producers thought this was okay. Twitter was no different. Fans posted heartfelt messages of support for Jen, alongside harsh criticism of the show's producers. The hashtag Justice for Jen began trending within minutes, with thousands of posts calling for accountability. A particularly viral tweet read, "This is why reality TV gets such a bad rep. Jen Tran is a queen, and this is how you treat her. Unreal." After the shocking proposal footage aired, the reunion turned to a face-off between Jen and Devin. Host Jesse Palmer, sensing the tension in the room, tried to mediate but largely let the two speak for themselves. Jen, visibly emotional but composed, addressed Devin directly. "When I proposed to you, I was putting my entire heart on the line. I never doubted us for a second, but you clearly did. Breaking up with me over text wasn't just hurtful, it was cowardly." Devin, sitting uncomfortably under the studio lights, attempted to explain his actions. "When we left the show, I had doubts, and I regret not being honest with you sooner. I suppressed those feelings, and it was wrong of me." But Jen wasn't having it. She brought up the fact that Devin had been seen partying with former contestants Maria Jorgis and Jeremy soon after their breakup. "You didn't just break my heart, Devin. You disrespected me, following Maria on social media, and going clubbing with Jeremy while I was dealing with the fallout. That speaks volumes about your character." The audience erupted in applause, clearly on Jen's side. Devin, for his part, looked remorseful but failed to offer the apology Jen deserved. While Devin's actions were a focal point of the controversy, much of the backlash was directed at the show's producers. Critics argued that the decision to air the proposal during the live finale was unnecessarily cruel, forcing Jen to relive one of the most painful moments of her life in front of a national audience. Former contestants from the Bachelor franchise weighed in as well. Rachel Lindsay, a former Bachelorette herself, tweeted, "There's a difference between drama and humiliation. What happened to Jen tonight crossed a line. Producers need to do better." Caitlin Bristow, another former lead, posted an Instagram story saying, "Jen is one of the strongest women I've ever seen on this franchise. The fact that she had to go through this publicly is heartbreaking." Even longtime fans of the show began questioning their loyalty. A Change.org petition demanding better treatment of contestants gained over 50,000 signatures within 24 hours. In a post-final interview, Jen opened up about how she felt watching the proposal footage alongside millions of viewers. "I won't lie, it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do," she admitted. "But I'm proud of myself for standing my ground and calling Devin out for his behavior. If nothing else, I hope my story shows other women that it's okay to demand respect and accountability." Jen also revealed that she had no idea the producers planned to air the proposal during the live reunion. "I was blindsided. I wish I'd been given a heads up, but at the same time, I know this is the nature of reality TV. You sign up for it, but that doesn't make it any easier." Despite the ordeal, Jen said she had no regrets about proposing to Devin. "I don't regret loving him, and I don't regret taking a chance. That's who I am. I lead with my heart, and if that makes me vulnerable, so be it." As expected, Devin faced significant backlash after the finale. His social media accounts were flooded with criticism, with many fans accusing him of using Jen for fame. One commenter wrote, "Devin, you had the chance to be part of something beautiful, and you threw it away. Jen deserved better, and so did we as viewers." Devin issued a public statement on Instagram the day after the finale, saying, "I've made mistakes, and I'm deeply sorry for the pain I've caused Jen and everyone who supported us. I'm taking time to reflect and grow from this experience." However, the apology did little to sway public opinion, and Devin's reputation within Bachelor Nation remains tarnished. While the finale was undoubtedly a low point, it also marked a turning point for Jen. Fans rallied around her, with many praising her for her strength and resilience. Offers began pouring in for Jen to take part in other projects, including a stint on Dancing with the Stars and potential hosting opportunities within the franchise. Jen hinted at her next steps during an interview with Good Morning America. "I'm excited about what's ahead. This chapter may not have ended the way I wanted, but it's not the end of my story." The finale of The Bachelorette Season 21 will go down in history as one of the most controversial episodes of the franchise. From Jen's groundbreaking proposal to the shocking breakup and the questionable decisions by producers, it was a night filled with highs and lows. While the episode left a bitter taste for many viewers, it also showcased Jen Tran's unwavering strength and courage. As one fan aptly put it, Jen may not have found her happy ending, but she showed us all what it means to be a class act under pressure. She's a true queen, and nothing can take that away from her.